This video idea comes from Emirichu, and I've been wanting to do this for forever, so let's get to it. BTW, some names of the characters are called by their English names instead of their Japanese names because of how I grew up knowing them. I really hope I can pronounce all of the names in this video correctly. Okay, I will start with the ones I had when I was very little and then end at who I currently have a crush on. Little me was very interested in Travis from Hamtaro. He barely showed up in the show, but whenever he did, all I could think about was, man, if only I had a very nice and polite classmate who was really good at soccer in real life. And no, I did not have a crush on any of the hamsters. Oh, can we talk about how good of a show Hamtaro was? Like, it's such a comforting show and it's so cute too, and it's so sad that not many people talk about it because it's so good. From Digimon, I had a crush on two of the characters, TK and Tai. I always thought TK was cute and kind, and Tai was always protective, which I thought was very attractive. And from Naruto, I didn't have a crush on Sasuke or Kakashi. No, I had a crush on Naruto's dad when he was a kid, specifically when he was a kid. And because I was and still am a huge shoujo fan, I have a bunch from the classics. Hiroto Kazama from Kirarin Revolution was also a crush of mine. He was just the cool guy compared to the blondie in the show who was just nice. It's been so long since I've last watched the show, but I'm pretty sure his only personality trait was being nice. I also had a thing for Zero from Save Me Lollipop. He just had so much chemistry with the female lead, and I was very into that. The two would always have silly arguments with each other, and whenever the protagonist was in trouble, he would always try to save her. I guess I have a thing for protective and dependable guys. Also, the other guy who's also in the show, I didn't pay any attention to him at all. Absolutely had no interest. Zero all the way. Next, I had a really huge crush on Kazahaya from Kimi ni Todoke. He was always so stinking sweet and a gentleman, but after watching season 3 after a very long time, I think I'm now more of a Ru kind of person. He's just cool, direct, and very romantic. But just because I have a crush on him now doesn't mean I didn't have one back then. I mean, after that baseball scene in the show, how could you not? Oh, I should add that he's protective as one of the reasons why I like him. Oh, I should also add Pin to the list of current crushes. I also had a huge crush on these three characters. Kashino from Yumeiro
Patissiere.
Yumeiro Patissieru. The other two are Cole from Blue Spring Ride and Kyan from Lady Jewel Pet. Kashino's the type who acts like he doesn't care about you but really cares about you, and let me just say, he can cook for you, he can take care of you, he's protective, he can take care of you, he blushes a lot, he is very cool, and oh my god, he's just great. Plus, he only acts like a jerk sometimes towards the girl he likes, but when they're dating, he's an absolute romantic. I'm absolutely sure of that. And Ko, how could you not have a crush on him? And Lady Jewel Pet has a very special place in my heart because I absolutely loved this show growing up. I was a Jewel Pet and Pretty Cure kid growing up, and Kayen, his name is a bit odd, but he is a major gentleman, he is protective. Okay, is there another word I can use? Sheltering, what the heck? He is so sweet, and I wish there were more lovey-dovey scenes in the show, but well, it's a kid's show, so what do you expect? But man, he is so attractive. And from Chugochara, I was and still am a complete Tadase fan. I do not like that cat guy in the show. He's weird, he's creepy, he's flirty. Tadase is great. How could you not like Tadase? He's like a prince from a fairy tale. I mean, he is literally a prince. If Amu can't take care of him, I can. Well, if he was an adult, you know. Also, let me give a spotlight to Hibiki from Pretty Rhythm Aurora Dream real quick. He's great. My favorite couple in the show has always been Rizumu and Hibiki. And for a split second, I had a crush on Yuto Takao from Junisai because he is as dependable as a middle school student can get. Moving on to movie characters, Haku from Spirited Away and Seiji from Whisper of the Heart. Smash. Oh, let me also include Sean from The Secret World of Arietti. And the Baron from The Cat Returns. Okay, hold on. If I was a cat in the movie, right? If I was a cat, smash. And you know what all of these characters have in common? They're all caring, sweet, and protective. I actually have never had a crush on Howl, but yeah, I've got nothing. Now onto my current crushes. I present Kyo. I present Kyo from Fruits Basket, Kai from Honey Lemon Soda, and Sasaki from Sasaki and Miyano. Okay. Kyo is so romantic. He is so romantic and caring, and Kai is dependable, and Sasaki is silly and cute, and they're all very cool and smart, not exactly book smart, and flirty at times, and they're all protective. I had a classmate named Kai, and every time I had a class with him, I always thought, man, what a disappointment. I think my type of man would be a combination of Kyo, Sasaki, and Ryu. Yeah, definitely. 100%, yeah. And now, some honorable mentions. Or a lot of honorable mentions. Hatsuharu from Fruits Basket. How could you not like Hatsuharu? I mean, I never had a crush on him, but he was close. It was close. Mori from Oran High School Host Club, and that one twin that was with Hattori in that thunderstorm. Was her name Hattori? Is her name Hattori? I don't even know. Oran High School. Haruhi. Oh. What did I say? Hattori? Who the heck is Hattori? Oh my god. Back to serious business. I wasn't much of an Oran fan because, well, I mean, to be blunt, none of the characters were/are my type, but Mori's great. He's protective. Roma from The Prince of Tennis. Very cool guy. I had a tiny crush on him. Obi from Snow White with the red hair. Okay, I was never a Zen lover. I like Zen. Okay, nothing wrong with Zen. But if I was a character in the show, Obi all the way. Toya from Cardcaptor Sakura. I didn't grow up watching Cardcaptor, but I just know that I would have fallen for him as an elementary student. Hirano from Sasaki and Miyano. Great friend to the main leads. Very smart and dependable. Kudo from My Happy Marriage. Didn't fall for him at all, but I wanted to include him because he is a very likable character. Hawk from Yona of the Dawn. I actually don't like the anime. Wait, don't leave. I've only seen the first couple episodes and I kept getting annoyed, but from what I've seen of Hawk, what a caring, cool, protective guy. I also wanted to include Shina. I know nothing about him, but he is very pretty, okay? And for the last two characters, I will talk about Itsuomi from A Son of Affection and Rintaro Tsumugi. Tsumugi. Rintaro Tsumugi from The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Itsuomi isn't my type, but he is a great character. I really like the manga and the anime is good too. He's just so considerate and direct, which I like. With Rintaro, I haven't read much of the manga and I haven't started the anime yet, but I have a feeling he might be a future crush of mine. Or not, I could feel absolutely nothing for him and just think he's a great fictional guy, but you never know. Man, this was a long list. I had a great time recording the audio for this. I haven't even started doing the illustrations for the video yet, just because I was like, I really want to do the audio first. Normally, I would start off with the script writing, and then I would do the illustrations, and then move on to audio. But I was like, I want to switch it up a bit, because I'm really excited to do the audio. Since doing my Love in Deep Space video, that made me get into like a huge slump. But this one, I had such a great time doing, and I have no idea why. Actually, I know why, because I was like losing motivation halfway through the Love in Deep Space video, because that video took so long for me to do. But yeah, this video is luckily very, I don't know, fun to do. I had a great time writing the script because it made me feel like I was a kid again, and I was having a great time. I have immaculate taste, don't I? I should take pride in myself and being able to pick such great fictional men, you know? When I was writing the script, I was like, oh, I don't have that many, like, characters from shonen anime. But then I was like, you know what? I have a lot of favorite characters from shonen anime. Doesn't mean I've had a crush on every single one of them. So I was like, oh, should I add Sonic? Because I think I had like a millisecond of a crush on Sonic and Ash. But I think with Ash, it was more like, oh, everyone likes Ash from Pokemon. You know, maybe like I should. But then I was like, you know, I don't think I do. So it was a millisecond. For Sonic, I think it lasted longer than Ash, which I feel like just says a lot. But yeah. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made you laugh or smile at least 1%. And yeah, I don't feel humiliated at all by making this video. I feel very proud of myself because, again, I think I have immaculate taste in fictional characters. Anyway, I will see you in the next video, and I hope that you have a good day, good afternoon, and good night. Bye!